life, sweet life, sweet life.
Hi guys, and welcome back. I know I've been missing, but I'm back, and today I'm going to show you guys how I made these Tabitha Brown Target collection inspired sugar cookies. So I got these blank patterns, the skirt and the pants pattern, and also the patterns of her fabric. I got everything off of Google. You can just do a quick Google search, and then I sized all the images to the size that I wanted them to be, and I showed you guys how to do that in both Canva and the Pages app. I will link that video below, and I will also link my video for my sugar cookie recipe. I actually have two videos where I showed you guys how I make my sugar cookies. I will link that below as well. So as I said, I got these patterns offline, and I'm going to use these patterns to cut both the sugar cookies and the fondant designs to go on top. Now I'm just rolling out my sugar cookie dough. It was very cold. I had it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. You want to work with it very cold because we're going to be using our X-Acto knife to actually trace those patterns that we just cut out to get the different shapes of the garments that we are making. So this is a tropical leaf fondant cutter that I already had, and it's broken, but we're still gonna use it. And so like I said, the dough is very cold, and this will give you a nice clean cut when you're using your X-Acto knife. If your dough is too warm or room temperature, it'll be mushy and it won't give you a clean cut, and your cookies won't keep the shape that you want them to keep. We want these shapes to kind of be very precise because we are making them match the pictures, and we're going to use the same shapes to cut the fondant to go on top, and so we don't want our cookies to spread. So I'm using just the X-Acto knife for the ones that I don't have cutters, and then I'll use the cutters for the other ones, and then we'll get these onto a cookie sheet. I'm actually going to place them all in the freezer for about 10 or 15 minutes before I put them in the oven at 350 for 10 minutes. And as you see, the leaf cutter, I just lightly pressed it into the cookie dough so I can see the shape. And then I use my X-Acto knife just to cut around it so that I can just have a base for the leaf to sit on. And then I just use the circle cutter, and that's gonna be one of the pair of earrings. And like I said, we're going to get these into the freezer for about 15 minutes, and then they're going to go in the oven on 350 for 10 minutes. So now I'm going to get started on the fondant toppers to go onto the cookies. And I printed out color pictures of each of the pieces so that I can have a visual guide as I'm going along. Like I said, this is the same image that we used to cut the cookie, and now I'm going to use that same image to cut the fondant to go on top. And then you're just going to see me working with the different colors of fondant. And for the actual patterns, I have edible images that I used, and I actually used her towel. She has towels in her collection that actually matches a lot of her pieces, and so I used the towels because they were flat rectangles, and then they gave me the pattern that I was needing, and so I can cut it out into any shape that I want. So I literally just Googled Tabitha Brown Target collection towels, and I saved the towel pictures, and I used those as my edible images that you saw in the beginning of the video. And if you stay tuned to the end, I will show you guys as I'm editing this video. Tabitha actually liked my post on Instagram, and she commented and she added my reel to her story. So go over to my Instagram, you guys can see that, but I'll put it at the end of this video as well. I am using the Wilton brand cookie icing to stick the fondant to the cookies. I will link that in the description box below as well. And that is just water in that blue measuring cup that I'm using to stick the edible images to the actual fondant. You don't want to try to stick the edible image directly to the cookie. You do want to place a thin layer of fondant between the edible image and the cookie. And that little orange packet is just some orange royal icing, pre-made royal icing that came in a cookie kit that I had from Halloween. And I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't realize my camera stopped filming while I was making these, but that is just yellow fondant, and I use my impression mat that's like a sweater print to give it that texture, and then I'm using that white Wilton cookie icing just to paint on the details, as you can see. I'm just going to add the stripes to the bottom of the bathing suit, and I'm using a black edible marker. And that is it, you guys. How cute did these turn out? I did end up going back and making the little t-shirt that says hips, thighs, and fries because it was just so cute. It's just white fondant with edible markers on top. And as promised, here's the reel or TikTok that I posted on my Instagram at Sweet Life of Cece. And this is the video that Tabitha actually commented on, and she added it to her story. I was so excited. So go over to my Instagram and check that out. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.
A sweet, 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 sweet life.